How to make $100,000 a month with organic content for online fitness coaches. And if you want to know why you should listen to me, well, it's very simple. When I first started out in this online money-making scene 3 years ago, it was with this company right here, Resellers Room. That right there is me and my friends on the day that we went to Paris on the private jet. And in that business, Resellers Room, I managed the sales team, and we sold 850 programs priced at £1,500, doing almost $2 million in just 2 years. And now I've left that to scale fitness coaches. Now, when it comes to fitness coaches, we've made $500,000 in just the last 5 months alone. And who have we done it with? We have done it with all of these guys that you see right there, but not just those guys. We've also done it with everyone who you also see here. So getting straight into it then, there's 3 reasons why fitness creators don't make money from their Instagram content. And it's very simple. First of all, they post on a feeling. So they don't actually have an idea or a structure to their posting. They simply just go, I feel like making this video. They record it, they go, I feel like that video is good. And then they go, now I feel like posting it. No strategy, no structure to how they post. Second of all, they are only very niche, or they are only very broad. Now, what I mean by this is either every video is going to be only targeting pregnant women over the age of 35 looking to lose 15 pounds of fat during their pregnancy. Super hyper niche focused, and yes, they're still gonna get clients, and yes, they're still gonna make some money, but because they don't have any awareness content, they don't create enough traction onto their page. And the second type is people and fitness coaches who are only too broad. They only post broad transformation videos. They don't target anyone in particular. Their main goal is just to go viral and have a bunch of followers, but that doesn't give them a bunch of buyers. And third, and the most important thing, is that their content does not serve the funnel. Because of the lack of strategy, because they're too broad or they're too niche, they just have content flying out everywhere, all over their Instagram page with no structure and no serving of the funnel. And what does that lead to? Well, that leads to a funnel that looks like this. They might have a bit of top of funnel going on. They might even have a little bit of middle of funnel going on, but they definitely don't have a bottom of funnel because all their money is on fire and their funnel is completely broken. So how do we actually fix this now we know what the problems are? Well, it is very simple. What we're going to do is we're going to use the content conversion cycle. Now, this process is very simple and all of our creators use it, and you can copy and paste it exactly from this video into your fitness coaching business, and you will also make thousands of dollars from doing it straight away. So first off, at the top of the content conversion cycle, let me move this here, we have viral and awareness content. Now, when we look at viral and awareness content, here is exactly what to do. Hot takes, rage bait, dramatic, transformations, trends, and flexing content. Now, here's not what to do. People that fail at top of funnel viral content, they don't have a hook, they talk too niche, and they're not posting consistently. Now, I know what you're going to say to me, but Zidane, everyone says you need to speak directly to your ICP. And yes, you definitely do. To nurture your ICP, once they have landed on your Instagram page, you do have to talk specifically to them. However, to get them onto your page in the first place, it is always better to do it with the viral and awareness content, because you're going to get thousands of people onto your Instagram page, and then the middle of funnel content is going to nurture those guys further. So don't worry about having 30% of your content viral and awareness content, and then the other 70 being value, education, and middle of funnel content. That is a perfect ratio, 30% top of funnel, 70% middle of funnel, and that's why you can do the hot takes, the rage bait, dramatic content, transformations, trends, and flexing, because the whole goal here is just to get as many views as possible, not to be super niche, and not to do all of the things that you shouldn't be doing. So when we move into the next section at the middle of funnel, this content here is going to be all about social proof and nurturing content. We've already done the viral and awareness to get the eyeballs onto the page, and now we need to warm them up so they know that we are an authority and that they should place their money into our pockets. So let's talk about this. Here's exactly what to do for the middle of funnel. Testimonials, case studies, education, and personal stories. All of these things show your knowledge, put you as the authority, and help build rapport with you and your clients. And here's the exact layout that you need. So for your bio, the top line needs to be who you help, AKA your offer. The second line needs to be who you are. So that could be 2 times bodybuilding champion. The third thing needs to be your biggest achievement. So it could be changed 50 lives through online coaching, or again, some personal achievement to do with bodybuilding. And then the bottom line needs to be how they can contact you. So DM info for one-on-one coaching, for example. The link in your bio needs to be a form. Now, we've tried everything from landing pages to YouTube videos to free training videos, directly to the calendar. We've tried it all. The best thing that we found works is a really good, well-designed and well thought out type form where we actually give our clients a copy and paste script that they can use, or framework for the questions. The other thing you can do is you can make a really good YouTube, not salesy type of VSL video. This also works very well. Now, after you've done the link in your bio, next is your pinned post strategy. So first of all, we need to have our stories. So when I say story, I mean your life story of who you are and how you got to where you are. Next, you need social proof. So this could be a carousel of all of your client transformations. This could be a carousel of all your client testimonials. However you want to have it is completely fine. And lastly, we've got a call to action, something that sells your coaching, but not in a salesy way. I want you to be talking about how you change people's lives through fitness coaching and how you're super passionate about this. And if those people want to have the same sort of life-changing transformation like everyone else has who works with you, then they need to comment or DM you a keyword. And then lastly, we've got our highlights. Our highlights need to be packed of client wins and also lifestyle. Gone are the days where people just care about the social proof. Everyone nowadays has highlights packed full of social proof. What are you like as a person? What rapport are you building through that lifestyle with your clients? Now, next up, we have got the final section of the content conversion cycle, and that is the bottom of funnel, which is CTA and conversion content. We need all 3 of these because without it, we're going to be lacking. But I will get into that in a second. So here is what to do for content and conversion. You need to be posting Q&As. You need to be posting polls where you ask your audience questions. You need to be doing call to action polls. So instead of just, I'm looking for 5 people to do blah, 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 you could have, do you want to lose 30 pounds of fat in the next 90 days? Yes, no, maybe. And then all the people who vote yes, you can reach out to them. And that's a better call to action than I'm looking for 5 people to do X, Y, Z. You've got the close friends, you've got broadcast group, you've got the lead magnets, you've got conversion reels, and you've got the direct CTAs. And there's a reason why it's at the bottom. So going into it a bit more, right? Close friend story. All of your warmest leads, or your leads who recently follow you in the last 24 hours, you should be adding them to your close friends list so that you can nurture them more directly with content that's not going to be seen by the rest of the audience. You should all have a broadcast group as well so that you can have your own little community and group inside of Instagram so you can hit them every single day. Like the close friends, it allows you to nurture your audience without the rest of your following seeing it on your Instagram page. Lead magnets are very obvious. We should be building specific lead magnets, enticing the audience to comment with a keyword so that then it's an inbound lead instead of outbound. They've opened the door to us booking a call with them instead of us reaching out to them and trying and just be stingy and salesy. And then we've got conversion reels. Same sort of thing. Obviously you can use lead magnets on your stories, but again, conversion reels, you can do a testimony reel, you could do a client result reel where you break down a client result, and then you can have DM or comment XYZ to receive whatever your offer is. And then lastly, we've got the direct CTA. So this is the, I'm looking for 5 people to do X, Y, Z. And again, I've put this at the bottom because this is the most common thing that people spam, and people are sick and tired of seeing it. They're not going to convert from those bullshit stories anymore, or they're not going to consistently convert. This is how you burn out your audience. And here's what not to do. Again, I kind of said it already, but the only thing you shouldn't do is spam, I'm looking for 5 people to do X, because that burns out your audience. Now, when we look at this system, the reason why it's so important to have all 3 is because if we have viral and awareness content, but we don't have any social proof and nurturing content, then what's going to happen is our audience aren't going to look at us like an authority. They're not going to know or have confidence in us that we can coach them because we just post viral and awareness, transformation, flexing, rage bait videos. However, if we have it the other way around and we only have social proof and nurturing content, but nothing for the top of funnel and for the awareness, we don't generate the amount of views that we could generate. And that basically means that we don't have a top of funnel and leads pouring in consistently. Now, if you're only going to have one of these, having the social proof and nurturing, but not the viral and awareness, is the best way to do it. Because even if you just have a middle and bottom of funnel, in this case, you will still make some money, but you won't be able to make the most amount of money. Having the viral and awareness is the real key. And again, if you don't have any CTA or conversion content, then you're just gonna get a bunch of people on your page with viral and awareness. You're gonna warm them up and make them understand that they want fitness coaching, but then because you don't ask, then you never receive and they just go and buy from the next fitness coach. So let's look at this in real time then. One viral video from the top of funnel is going to get you 500 brand new followers. Those 500 brand new followers are going to binge watch your middle of funnel, social proof and nurturing content and become warm. So that when you post a bottom of funnel conversion and CTA piece of content, you're then going to book 5 to 7 sales calls, and then you're going to close 2 of those leads for $3K on your 6-month package, and now you've just made $6,000 in 1 week. And that is the content conversion cycle concisely explained in full. And it's the exact way we use Instagram content to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month for all of our fitness coaches and pull in all of these insane results that you see right now on the screen. So if you want to be able to copy and have this system into your Instagram and you want the same results as the people that you see right now on the screen, you need to head over to my Instagram at Zidane Akel. It's in the description, and simply just DM me the word info. Peace out, guys. Thank you for watching.